So, Lena, there are a couple things. I would say two real buckets. The first thing we're learning is more about what these troops are actually doing and what they are bringing, the weapons that they're bringing to the table, as you mentioned before the commercial break. But really, the why we care factor, Linda, with so many other things going on in the world, is because it's still an open question as to whether or not these 11,000 or so troops can help perpetuate the war in Ukraine, make it harder to settle and end this conflict. That is still an open question. So in terms of what they are bringing to the battlefield, courtesy of the intelligence service here in Seoul, we now know two things: 170 millimeter self-propelled guns and 240 millimeter multiple rocket launchers. When you're thinking of what those weapons look like, imagine a military parade from propaganda, either in Pyongyang or from Moscow, these big pieces of artillery. Those are the items that North Korea is bringing to the table. But also, very interestingly, Linda, the spy agency here in Seoul gave us a window into what's going on with these troops. They said that they're engaging in two important areas of training. First of all, tactical training, and second of all, drone response training. And when we think about why those things are so important, you have a military force that's about, I would say, more than 1 million men strong, but they've been locked in this hermit nation for decades now. So you're going to need more training on how to deal with drones, on how to respond to modern warfare. So the intelligence that's coming out from here in South Korea this afternoon indicates that the Russian Marine Corps is giving North Korean troops training in that area. One more thing to point out before we go. It was interesting to hear President Zelensky address the European Parliament in Brussels not so long ago, just over 24 hours ago, and say that he is prepared and he wants to prepare the world for up to 100,000 North Korean troops to be summoned for this effort. Again, the latest intel that we have right now is around 11,000 troops are taking part in this battle. But that, Linda, would be about a tenth of North Korea's fighting force being readied to take part in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. So what that means for the regime, the military being used to stabilize the regime in North Korea and keep it in power, it is fascinating on that level to think what that could portend. So we're waiting to see, as always, more details. And also, we're waiting for video of these troops in action on the battlefield. We do not have that yet, Linda.
Hopefully by next hour you might have it for us. Mike Valerio in Seoul. Appreciate you. Thanks so much.